You know vibes.
You need it, I got it.
We're your number one source
This is number one
for R&B music.
You already know I love it.
Global RnB 96.3.
96.3. Welcome back to the radio station that keeps you going and flowing in the afternoon. You got your boy Jackie Tramel back inside the midday lounge with your girl. Like I did that with your girl, the lovely, the delectable, the chocolates. Coco, talk to him, baby.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? What's up, Jackie?
We good, man. Hey, you know what? Somebody told me they like how I geek you up. I was like, what I
Who
do?
said that?
I mean, hey, one of our listeners. I was like, I be geeking up. I
Yeah.
said, I guess I do be laying it on thick sometimes, huh? I don't know.
You funny.
I just be showing love, man. I just be showing love.
You do that to
you.
everybody, right?
To a certain degree,
Mhm.
man. But if I rock with you, it's different. I might go a little deeper. Like, hey, if you ugly, I might not tell you look good either.
You know we go way back, so.
Yeah, 100%, man. Hey, this is a beautiful Thursday afternoon, and today, for the main part of the subject, we gotta talk about this. 40 acres in a mule. 40 acres in a mule. We're gonna talk about this victim mentality. We're gonna talk about reparations. So I bring it up because we talk. A lot of people have been talking about Kendrick Lamar, the Super Bowl appearance, and it seems like it's going around, especially since President Trump's been in office, about everybody talking about reparations, and they talking about how they hating on Trump because he already told y'all he against reparations. Now, I just want to put it out there, your boy Joe Biden was too, but I guess nobody really.
It seemed like every president-elect has been against it, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like just because
I mean, I don't
I
really know. I mean, I don't get deep into it.
yeah.
I don't know if it's every president, but
So let's talk. So let's get deep into it. Reparations, where it come from? Everybody talks about the 48th Kingdom Mule. You know, when General Sherman talked about they're gonna cancel slavery, they're gonna get rid of slavery in 1865, and then once they're gonna give every enslaved African American 40 acres and a mule so they can start their life off to be somewhat successful. Got it. Now, all these years later, well, damn, I don't know. So we over 100 years now, ain't we? Over 100 years later, we're still talking about what we could be quote unquote old. So we get it. Nobody ever really got the 40 acres and the mule. As soon as
nobody, baby.
nobody, your boy Lincoln was assassinated. Then President Andrews, he's like, nah, we're gonna reverse this thing. So we never got it. So now we still got a lot of African Americans that say they didn't really get their fair shot. So I'll be thinking like, is this historical? Is this societal, or is it a victim mentality? When I say historical, I get it. You know what I'm saying? We would take it back. You know, people recognize that black people was put in harm. We understand that there's things that may or may not be owed to black people. Then we got people on
We built this
society.
joint for free. Everything owed to us. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like,
it's deep.
oh,
It goes back.
run me my money, run us our
Run.
money, give us our money. Like, period. Everything that America has now was built off the backs of black people.
You ain't lying.
Give us our money. Quit playing.
So let me ask you. So, for the people too, 804-476-2306, especially our African American listeners, man. Do y'all think y'all owe these reparations? So let's talk about it on a deeper subject. What do you believe the root is behind the demands for reparations for the Black America? Is it something from history, or you think it might be something a little bit deeper?
It's definitely deeper because whenever you think about reparations, you think about the money that we're owed because look how much of our land was stolen.
Mm-hmm.
White men coming and stealing land from black farmers, stealing their
Yeah.
land that was supposed to be given to their children after they died, but they coming up on their land and saying, "Hey, look, if you don't move off of this land after we murdered your daddy, if you don't
Yeah.
get up off of this land, then we're gonna kill y'all, and you gonna be where your daddy at, and not even getting convicted on it." So it's like it gets deep. So it's just like
It
you
do.
won't be able to heal from your ancestors being slaughtered for their land that they worked hard for. So
Yeah.
it's just like a lot of people heal off of money. You pay me,
Yeah.
you know?
you make a good point, man. You definitely making a good point. I guess my thinking when it comes to this is it's definitely going to be the demand's going to come. It's not just going to be rooted in justice. It's not just going to be rooted in that. I think people definitely got to do the acknowledgement on the historical generational harm that was done to our people. We
Mhm.
like you already you talked about, especially upon the backs of Black African
But you
Americans.
know, they still got the nerve to say, "Get over it." Like, get over
They
it. You know, that happened years ago. Get over it. Like, move on. Would you get over it? Would you have moved on? No, you gonna fight for what you owe. But why black people gotta get over it? Why we gotta be strong? Everybody say, look at that strong black man, look at that strong black woman. You don't never hear nobody say, look at that strong white man, look at that strong white woman. You
you
know,
right.
it like
So
where do you hear that? Where do you hear that? Oh, she a strong black woman. You don't never hear nobody say she a strong white woman. Okay, show me how strong I am and give me some money so I can show you how much stronger I could be with these millions. Okay.
but see, is it really all about the I'm gonna test you. I gotta play devil's advocate. Is it really all gonna be about the money? Because if we're gonna recognize the economics of it and the social damage
Mhm.
about it that was passed down from our centuries, I get it. Through slavery, segregation, systemic racism, is it really automatically gonna be about the money? Because I'm gonna shoot this back at you, Coco. I'm gonna shoot it back at you because when we first got on here, you told us about your accomplishments. You got your MBA, man. You got your businesses that you got going on. Did you get your 40 acres or did you make that happen by yourself?
I didn't get my 40 acres because if I did, we wouldn't be filming where I'm filming now.
but you're considered successful. Especially there's tons of black women out there, black people out there that's considered successful
But how much
nowadays.
more successful could I be if I had my 40 acres and my mule? You
You
know?
might be right. You're right.
Look,
But
lost wages. I need my compensation. Give me my money. Like that's where I'm at with it.
I can see that. I can see where you're coming from with it. And I think my mindset when it comes to it is I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say I think we have, I'm not saying you, I'm just saying in general. I think we do got a slight victim mentality of it because of the examples that we have that of people that have made it that did not get those things that was quote unquote owed to them. Now you're right. Don't get me wrong. Now we
I
put it on
think
our backs. We put it on our backs.
and you
But
talk about victim mentality. I know,
mm,
so that's what with victim mentality, it's more so respect. That's where I
yeah,
feel like
okay.
it's coming from. Like, okay, oh, you're a victim. No, just respect me. Respect me. Respect what my hustle is. Respect my, ambitions. Respect my drive. Not about being a victim. It's about respect. And it's hard for us
Okay.
to get respect nowadays.
Yeah, okay. I like it.
Shoot,
I like it.
we still got sundown towns.
That's true too. That's
So,
true.
it's just respect. Because at the end of the day, when we die, we all going 6 feet under, no matter our color. So it's
True.
just like respect each other while we here. So it goes to the when you speak on victim mentality, all right. So do you think the focus on reparations could be seen as perpetrating this mentality, or is it a necessary step for addressing past harms? Look, did I say that word right? Anyway, you know what I meant.
Perpetrator. Yeah. You had a fat tongue there, man. I get that something. uh I think yes, I do think it does. I'm gonna say why. Focus on just reparations, it may just encourage reliance on government programs rather than the individual. Or it could be like focusing on what was lost rather than what could be achieved based off the individual. And don't get it twisted, I'm not knocking it. I just think sometimes when it comes to certain people, now I'm not just when I look at this, I'm not just looking at us black people that are successful. I'm looking across the hoods. I'm looking across the neighborhoods that I grew up in that probably don't have everything that we may have. So I say success should be determined by one's effort. That's just my opinion. Now,
Yeah,
I get it. Everybody don't got the same thing. I look at my life. I ain't say I was blessed, but I made some sacrifices to make sure my kids and everything got what we got. I know everybody's situation is different. I'm not trying to judge them, but I do believe that some of these opportunities have been afforded to some people that just didn't take those opportunities. So when they always say the white man, and I get it. I get it. Don't get me wrong. But rather than reparations, how about we start policing up our neighborhoods? Let's start focusing on the economics. Let's start focusing on the opportunities and the educational reforms that we can do, not just us getting money in our pockets. Because we
I
get
like
money in our
that.
pockets, what are they
I
gonna do?
like that and appreciate that. Do we have the funds to do that?
It's a good point. Now I don't.
That's
And,
where it comes back. It still comes back down to money. It
mhm.
still comes back down to money. So, it always you can have all these plans and you can say we could put this in the neighborhood, we could put this in a black neighborhood, we could do this, we could do that, but it still comes back to the money. Where you gonna get the funding from?
You right. Hey, shout out to Doge. Hey, Doge doing something right now, right? Remember the gas? Hey, I didn't know. I'm not going because you know what? We could get into a whole conversation about Trump right now. But you make a good point. So if we do got the funds inside of the government, it should be pushed down in a matter. I don't think I personally. This is me. And I know you might say something different. We all gonna take some money and don't get it twisted. But me personally, I don't think every person, especially of African American descent, needs money directly in their pockets. Some people I think we should really focus in on the investment side of the neighborhoods,
Mhm.
not just the people in the pockets. Because let's think about it now. You might be the person that want to invest it. The next person, as soon as they get that little cash, they're gonna go get some
You're
Jordans
right.
because we
I
got some
agree.
ignorant people. We
Mhm.
got some ignorant people. So
Yeah.
hey man, we gotta bring this one back after the break. 804-476-2306. I like where we going with this, man. Reparations for the community, or it's a victim mentality. Be back in a second.
It's your girl Sasha listening from the 317. Throughout my day, I listen to my homeboy, the midday lover, Jackie Tramel, on Global RnB 96.3.
Shout out to the girl Sasha, man. I always keep it a lot. One of our biggest listeners, so we gotta definitely show love to her, man. Before that break, me and your girl Coco, we was talking about reparations of victim mentality. So we talk about that 40 acres in the Mule. Are you owed that still?
You owed it.
Your girl Coco said y'all still owed, man. Say, are y'all still owed it, or can you make it by yourself? Can you really do this thing without all that help? So let's take it back. Let's think of it like this. Many black individuals they have achieved success, and then shout out to them, man. We got people like what's your girl name? The one that runs BET. Lee, Dr. Lee. I forgot her full
I
name, but
forgot her first. Is it Deborah?
Deborah
Yeah,
Lee. We got people
Deborah.
like Deborah Lee, man. She got, we not part of Urban News, Urban Network, but shout out to her. She got her whole radio station plus the TVs. No, we got people like Dr. Anderson, and we got a lot of black people that have done great things and that have made a lot of money. We
Mhm.
got you got your boy Dowd, Byron Dowderson. He's a senator down in Florida. Some people may not like him because he a Trumper, but hey, we got people doing successful things, right? So with all the success, despite the systemic challenges, does this success challenge the argument of reparations? That's what I want to talk about. Does that still challenge, or does reparations still need to be served on a larger scale? Like, what you thinking?
I mean, I feel like it needs to be, of course, on a large. It does serve a larger purpose because being successful on your own, it really doesn't equate to what our bloodline had to
Mm-hmm.
go through.
Yeah.
So it's just like you still go back to our bloodline. You still go back to our ancestors. They went through, like you mentioned in the past, segregation. They went through segregation, being lynched, not being heard,
Yeah.
like things being stolen from them, children being killed in front of their faces, being sold for slavery. It goes back to all that. So it still doesn't align with. I just feel like just run us our money. That's because the conversation can get so deep. I mean, like it doesn't eliminate what happened to our people. It doesn't eliminate what happened to
Yeah.
our ancestors, and that's what it comes back down to. Like, oh well, they're not here
Yeah.
to
Fact.
reap the benefits. Yes, they are because we living with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still
The
there.
bloodline is still there, baby.
It's still
The
there.
bloodline's still there. I'm with you on that, man. I'm definitely with you on that. It definitely it can't dismiss the success. Definitely can't dismiss what
Exactly.
happened to black people. Let's be 100% about that. It's not going to make our historical
Mhm.
injustices
And
disappear.
even
That's
with
not going to
success,
happen.
it still comes
However,
struggle because you have to, like a lot of people, yeah,
yeah,
they borrowing loans and taking out money just to be successful, and they still have to pay it back with interest. So it's just like, yeah, you could be successful, but and you mentioned investing. I feel like investing is like you weren't talking about stocks investing, but investing your money, being smarter with your money can also get you to the point of being
yeah,
successful. That's a whole nother topic, but I just wanted to touch on that
yeah.
because you talked about investing beforehand. So
Now you're 100% correct, man. I think look. I salute any person that's successful. And now I consider myself successful. Heck yeah, man. Hey, y'all see my shirt right now? This is Frederick Douglass. One of the things he said is, "Without struggle, there's no progress." So I commend our struggle. I don't always want to struggle to make it, but I know where I came from because of the struggle. So I made it over the top because of
right,
the struggle that I went through. But let's be honest, man. Success stories, it can't obscure these certain disparities on us, right? It can't obscure that. So we still have other African Americans, we still have other black people and individuals that still not reaching that wealth gap. They're not
yeah,
reaching that healthcare gap. They're not reaching that. They might have some criminal justice issues going on. So I'm with our success stories. I'm with it. Now, do I personally want reparations for myself? No. I definitely want to invest. I want to somehow invest inside of the community to help those people who didn't quite reach the pinnacles like people like you or I have made. That's why. So if I don't need it for myself, I definitely want to put it back in the community somehow, some way. Do I have the complete answer for that? No, I'm not gonna act like I do, because I'm not. I'm just a dude from the gutter that's still trying to learn. But I do want it for the people that are less fortunate and who are less educated. I wanted to go back in there. Now, I just want it to be a situation where they are educated on how to make
Right.
that money work for them and not just go spend it
Exactly.
on Jordans. That's my problem with the people that might be a little bit
Yeah.
more ignorant. They like to
Putting money
sit in
back
their
into bigger
ignorance.
brands
That's
that
my
already
only
got
problem.
money, Givenchy, Louis Vuitton, all these
Yeah,
Prada, everything like that. Like you taking the money that you working hard for and investing it into the wrong thing. So I understand what you're saying. So
exactly.
do you think that the ultimate like what do you think will be the ultimate outcome of the reparations debate? Like do you feel like it will be tangible change or will it evolve into a larger conversation about racial equity? Like what you
I don't think it's ever going to be anything tangible. I'm going to tell you why. Because this is black people talking now. Everybody's talking about black reparations, but we're not the only things that something happened to. Now we had something happen to us at a great scale. I'll be honest about that. But we still got Native Americans. We still got the Latinos. Everybody inside every
Mhm.
culture has been through something. And let's be honest, America has always been somebody, or some a institution or organization that
Mhm.
did it to you. Let's just be honest about it. We're not gonna sit here and cap about it. So if we get in ours, the next person gonna want theirs, and the next group gonna want theirs. And this is be honest, we ain't got that money for it. If you want those things, you want that to be tangible,
But I
your
also
taxes about
believe
to
I
go up.
think there is like a program for indigenous people who, have suffered throughout this as well. There's a program to where they can get paid if you have Indian in your bloodline.
I'm not tracking the getting paid. I'm tracking they got those benefits as far as the lands that was given back to them from the white man, quote unquote,
Mhm.
like Montana, like Las Vegas, all that stuff. A lot of us is run by Native Americans, and I get that. So I guess somehow, somewhere
Right.
they get in theirs. So I'm just using them as an example to it, but I still think it's never going to be something that's completely tangible, because if we get in ours, something the next person going to want theirs, and then I don't think it's always going to be something that we're able to get. I think I think it's always going to be a larger conversation about racial equity. I get it. I don't think that's ever going to go anywhere, because at the end of the day, everybody's still going to have a thought process on it. And I believe people are naturally going to be a little bit selfish for their own versus worry about the
Mhm.
next group. So I don't think it's ever going to be anything tangible like that. That's just my opinion, but
It's just
I don't know.
the opportunities and the resources need to present itself for us to for us to thrive. So, just
Yeah,
those opportunities and those resources. So, yeah.
I like that. The opportunities just need to be presented.
Yeah.
I like that. Go ahead, God damn Coco. I like what you did there, man. Listen, before we get up out of here, before you got anything you want to put out before that, because we
No,
better
I
go to
mean, I
break.
think we touched
So you
on
got
everything. We got straight
any
to the
last
point,
thoughts?
everything's touched on,
Hey,
like I said, get them opportunities going. We gotta go out here
hey,
too.
leave
It
it in the
takes a
comments.
team, stop spending your money in all these
Yeah,
brands that are not giving you anything. Like invest that money into you.
facts.
Create your own
So
brand.
you say you if you And you notice on pretty much every episode, I like to wear a black on, black on. This is Black Wall Street. This particular shirt is going to be the Frederick Douglass shirt. But I like to invest back inside those companies. I always order shirts or order attire from people, because I got it. I'm not rich, but I can support any kind of way I can, and that's just my way of putting back into the community. Hopefully, they doing what they do for their people, and I hope they continue to do it. But I like where we're going. Invest back into the community somehow, some way. Get back to your people. Get out there, feed the homeless. Like, I don't know me. I don't know what you and yours do. Me and my kids, we like to go out on Saturday. We go feed the homeless. Just because we got it, I try to make sure that, hey, we ain't always. Some people ain't always
Right.
gonna be that blessed. Some people, but I'm trying to get people. I'm trying to get my kids to know, like, hey, you know what? Let's give back. So let's do that. I like what we're doing, Coco. Good job. I appreciate you bringing this topic to
Thank
the
you.
people today. We'll be back in a second. Y'all tell us what y'all think, or leave it inside the comment section on our YouTube, Spotify, IG, and Facebook. Leave it in the comments. It's Global RnB 96.3. Be back in a